Your station, your music, your voice.
On air, online, on your mobile devices and smart speakers. Radio at the heart of your community.
This is Suffolk Sound.
Good morning, Brian.
Morning, Leslie. Here we are then, boy. Another week and a half and that'll be here.
You sound very chipper about that. A lot of people are sort of fed up about Christmas and the pressures and things, but you seem quite happy.
Well, there's a lot of old crap still on the telly, and they're churning it all out, and the adverts keep telling us we must buy this and we must do that. Now, I say to you, last week, didn't I, that ain't what Christmas is all about.
You did.
And you know what? This week, boy, I have to say I got a little bit of a festive feeling in me now. I got a little bit of Christmas spirit going on.
Well, you've been at the alcohol again? I said, have you been at the alcohol again, the Christmas spirit?
No, I mean that I'm now starting to feel Christmassy. That's what I mean.
Okay, all right, just checking.
That's right. And so I had sort of number of things. I had my first mince pie for November. That come round courtesy of the girl Rosemary.
Lovely.
I'll tell you what, boys, she make the best ruddy mince pies this side of the North Pole. And I say to her, I say, you put Mr. Kipling to shame. She could give him, I say, you should do a stall somewhere at Christmas, because they do all these things, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Where they do the baking and the making, and, they sell all the old tat. And she could quite easily box them up and sell them to the co-op. I told her this. So, but they're ruddy nice, boys. She dust them with a little bit of ice and sugar on the top. And I think there's a little bit of brandy in there as well. She make them herself,
She's very clever,
they're
isn't she?
Lovely, that.
She's a good girl.
Yeah, so she brought them round with a little parcel. And she say, now, stuff it under your tree, she say, but don't go shaking it and don't open it until Christmas morning. Bless her. And I'll tell you what, boys, give me a card, right?
Yes.
And I'm just going to go and get it. Hang on a minute.
All right, that's okay. Don't worry.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm still here. Yep.
Right, I won't be a minute.
Okay.
Hang on.
Don't worry. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment or two.
Oh.
Don't fall over, Brian. He lives in a big house, doesn't he? Hello? He can't find it. Have you got it?
Hello?
Hello, have you got it?
Yeah, now I've got a card here, right?
Yes.
Oh dear. And on the front that has got a picture of Father Christmas as a traditional Father Christmas, not a cartoon one,
Yeah.
And on the top that say, to a dear neighbour.
Oh, that's
right?
lovely, isn't it?
Isn't it lovely, boy? So inside that say, dear Brian, thank you for all the little things you've done for me this year.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope next year we'll be able to look after each other even more. Lots of love, Rosemary. Isn't that lovely?
What little things have you been doing for her, Brian?
Huh?
I said, what little things have you been doing for her?
Well, I went round and I put a mirror up for her.
Okay.
And then
I didn't know whether you'd been getting cosy and she was looking forward to more of that in 2025.
Legs on her table, they were getting wobbly, so I got underneath that and screwed them up. Them ruddy Allen key things, boy, with the kitchen table. They've got them there,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So they've got a bracket that go in the corner.
Yes.
Right? And the Allen key they give you, well, that's crap. That ain't no good for nothing. So, but I've got to sit in my shed, right? But why is it that you can't turn it properly under the table? Because that hit against the top of the table, doesn't it?
I know it
so
does.
So that take you forever to do it. And that sort of work yourself loose, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, I know.
So I had to crawl under the table and do that as a dozy job. I done it for and the mirror. And then she had a bit of guttering problems, so I sorted her downspout out and got that all sorted for her. So that is the little bits and pieces. And then, of course, her gazebo blew away, didn't it? So I had to put some tarpaulin up so the sun weren't burning her when she was in the garden bath.
Yes.
So, I've sort of done my bits, but it's just not... What I'm saying, Leslie, is that it's nice to have a card that show that people are grateful,
It's got a little message in there. That's nice, isn't it?
I had a card from the boy Marcus next door and his old cow. I had a letter from... not a letter, a card from them.
Yeah.
But, nothing especially now on the front there, nothing about dear neighbour on there.
No.
But, so I am starting to feel a little bit Christmassy.
What about...
That's right.
What are you getting her then?
I don't know, boy. I mean, I had a word with Belinda, the Avon lady, to see if she got anything on offer and see if I can't get her some smellies or some talc or something, because the women like the talc, don't they?
They love a bit of talc and powder,
They like to get out the bath, don't they? And dry off, and then, because you've got to dry off with talcum powder, because before, I had that old stuff once off the girl Belinda, and if you're not dry, that turns to a paste, doesn't it? Well, I do.
No, it does. Yes, it does. Yes.
So you've got to make sure you're dry before you put the talc on. But the ladies like the smellies, they like the talc, don't they? What else do they like?
Well, it's you could always go back to the lingerie department, couldn't you?
No, I knew you were going to start that old rubbish on again. I ain't bought her any lingerie. I ain't going to buy her... What the hell would she say if I wrapped her up some naughty knickers or something like that? She'd have a ruddy fit,
Well,
boy.
it might be the start of something special, Brian.
Of course that won't, you silly ass. What the hell would she say if I was to give her a present? Because she's invited me round, I'm going round on Christmas Day for a bit of lunch.
Lovely.
So, I don't know what heaven yet. I expect that'll be turkey, don't you? A bit gammon.
I would think so, yeah.
So, it'll be all right. We'll sit there and have a good old feed. And I expect I shall sit there, fart and fall asleep. That's normally what happens.
Well, you're going to stay awake and hear the King.
Yes. Now, what time is it on this year? Is that the same time?
3 o'clock, I think. Yes.
Yeah, that's normally 3 o'clock.
Yes.
And then I fart and fall asleep because that is what happened. But because he's a rum all year, isn't he?
Oh, he has. Yeah, he has. The whole family has.
He's been through the mill this year, so I shall be interested to hear what he's got to say. I don't mind the bloke, Leslie.
No, I like him.
No, I don't mind the bloke. I know he's getting on. And he's got his funny ways, but I don't mind the bloke. I mean, I tell you what, I wouldn't mind sitting down and having a word with him.
I'm sure he would love to sit down and have a word with you. You could
have a yarn with him over a gossip or something, because I think he's the sort who would listen, wouldn't he? Not like Barmy Starmer. He don't listen to no one, do he?
Has he upset you again this week?
Well, no, it's just one thing after another, and he sat on there this week. Spouting on about this, that and the other, and I thought to myself, now what will that be next week? All you're doing is keeping us quiet, but that ain't keeping us quiet, is it, boy?
Well,
just
the old
the
tractor drivers all blocked the roads the other day, didn't they?
Yeah, well, the tractors have been out blocking the roads, ain't they?
Yes.
That's right. They were down on the
on the A14.
On the A14, and they were blocking up one of the lanes, weren't they?
They were. Yeah.
I see that on the news, and I thought that's a dozy inconvenience if you're out doing your Christmas shopping, because you don't get to the shops properly, will you? But these things have got to happen, boy. I mean, the farming community is important to Suffolk, isn't it, boy?
Yes, it is. Yep.
I mean, for some communities, that's the lifeblood, and for them to turn round and say, right, we want a little bit of money out here, I don't think is right. Do you?
Well, it's not for me to comment, Brian. But you'll be going down a hit with the farmers after this. They'll love you even more than they did before. Hey, look, we're going to have to leave it here for now. But have a lovely week. We'll speak to you next week if that's all right, and then hopefully Christmas Day as you're getting ready to go around Rosie's.
Yes, boy. I'm now going to go and have a cup of tea and a mince pie.
Lovely. Have a good weekend, Brian. Goodbye.
Righto, cheerio together.
Your station, your music, your voice.
On air, online, on your mobile devices and smart speakers. Radio at the heart of your community.
This is Suffolk Sound.